Main results EF Fight Night. Burns vs. Brady. See the fight results, watch post-fight interviews with the main card winners, and more from EF Fight Night. Burns vs. Brady, live from EF. Following an entertaining collection of preliminary card bouts, the level of action ramped up as things shifted to the main card on Saturday. Kicking off with a competitive clash at lightweight, a pair of impressive finishes followed before Brazilian standouts battled in the Flyweight division, and top 10 talents in the Welterweight division fought tooth and nail for 25 minutes to wrap up the evening. With Noche UFC on tap next weekend, this was an outstanding lead into the highly anticipated pay-per-view event at the Sphere. And we've got the details on how things played out collected for your review below. This was a clash of styles that played out true to form, with the grappler Ashmus working diligently to get peak on the canvas, while the Dana White's Contender Series grad looked to land his signature big swings whenever the two were in space. Both had their moments in their respective phases, though neither was able to have enough dominance at any point to make it clear who was ahead on the cards. When the 10s and 9s were added up, it was Ashmus that emerged victorious, earning the nod on all three cards. This was a hard-fought victory for the 29-year-old Red Fox, who moved to 2-1 in the UFC and 8-1 overall with the win. After spending the entire first round slugging it out on the feet, Cody Durden showed his submission skills early in the second, tapping out Matt Schnell with a gnarly anaconda choke. For the opening 5 minutes of this short-notice pairing, Durden and Schnell traded leather without pause, each man landing clean shots and happily continuing to wade into the fray. Out of the chute to begin the second, Schnell shot from a mile away, and Durden read it perfectly, sprawling and latching onto an anaconda choke right away, rolling with danger as he looked to wriggle free and forcing him to tap. This is a tremendous win for Durden, who took the fight on 4 days' notice and got himself moving in the right direction in impressive fashion after getting knocked out in his last outing. An all-action fighter, the Covington, Georgia native is now 5-2 over his last 7, and could find himself back in the rankings after this one. Garcia actually slipped and was stuck with Kyle Nelson on his back throughout the opening 2 minutes of the fight, but the second he was able to twist into the Canadian's guard, the streaking finisher went off. A non-stop torrent of elbows streamed down, leaving Nelson desperate to find cover, but unable to stem the tide, resulting in referee Mark Smith calling a halt to the action. After starting his career 1-2 in the UFC, the 32-year-old has rattled off 5 straight stoppage wins, including 2 this year. It's been an impressive string of performances from Garcia over the last couple years, and he should be drawing closer to a matchup with a top 15 opponent after racking up yet another finish here. Throughout the contest, Silva operated on the outside of the cage, using her movement, speed, and more diverse arsenal of offensive weapons to outland her compatriot over all 3 rounds. The longer the fight progressed, the more Silva distanced herself from Andrade, showing an ability to take a shot while forcing the former strawweight champion to chase the whole way through. With a unanimous decision win, Silva moved to 6-0 inside the octagon, while extending her winning streak to a dozen overall, establishing herself as a contender in the process. Things are starting to get crowded at the top of the flyweight division, but all that means is that we should get a slew of outstanding fights in the 125-pound ranks to close 2024 and kick off next year.